We don't have our what's it called? They're all the way over there, so we don't have to do that.
I feel so naked.
Yeah, we'll be fine. All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? That's your fake version?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Bing, ding,
You don't remember how it goes?
Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
not it. It's
boys and
bum,
girls.
bum, bum,
That's the new one.
bum, bum, bum. Is it?
It was.
I can play it. Hold on, I can play it.
Hold on.
It's playing, but we can't hear it.
Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome back to the JD
And Paulcast.
and
Yeah,
Paulcast.
baby. Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Yeah, let's get it started. Does it turn off?
No, you have to press the button.
I have to press it twice?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
press the button.
Wait, it's still going. I see the I see the levels.
Press the button.
Oh my god.
Press the button. Press the button. New setup. We're doing it again. From the beginning, months have passed. Since our last podcast, things have changed.
Is this
Mentally and physically.
Is this the intro to Avatar: The
is.
Last Airbender?
Everything was good until I fell in a pool.
Oh my god. Yo, what's up, man? What's the deal, y'all? It's Paul, it's JD, it's Paul. We are back for a new podcast.
Yeah.
JD and Paulcast. We're getting close to 100.
Oh.
We're getting what was that surprise, you son of a bitch?
It's just time. It's just like
It's only been 9 years.
100 episodes in 9 years.
We're at like, I think this is episode, I think
We're the greatest show, greater than One Piece.
We're the most inconsistent podcast.
Greater-
But you know what though? And I'm sorry to cut you off. Most podcasts don't continue after they stop. At least we continue. And now we're good. I promise. Pinky.
It's my good Pinky.
It's the one that you should be sending me anyway. Pinky promise we are going to be getting one episode out a week. And no more on the main, on our personal, on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/JD and Paulcast. No more clips in between. I'm just going to focus on one episode a week, one new piece of content a week, and we'll work together to put short form content out. So things that are under like a minute 30, because that's what most platforms will take. YouTube takes YouTube shorts at 1 minute, and TikTok you can do long ass clips. Maybe it's just a lot of editing, and at the end of the day, I edit everything. I produce it all. I shoot it all. Paul helps with his creative brain and mind, and he'll probably be more hands-on from now on. But that goes for this podcast. That goes for Talking Teaspoons with me and Pilar. The only one that I can actually get clips out of is the one that I do, because I'm just talking about random topics. That was me. I tapped this on accident.
I got scared.
You thought it was I Show Speed under the desk. Thought he was gonna show you that meat, huh?
I already saw that.
Oh my god, yeah. So
Can't surprise me again.
So once a week, y'all. Once a week. I think our episodes will drop Wednesday. I'm thinking Wednesday because I'm thinking about doing mine Monday, Pilar and ours Tuesday, and then
Talking Teaspoons
Wednesday.
on Tuesday.
Talking Teaspoon Tuesday, JD Radio Mondays, JD and Paulcast Wednesdays. Just because those first 3 days of the week are the ones that most people listen to podcasts on. I could do all three on Monday, but that's a lot of listening. That's a lot of listening, and I don't know. It's also too many podcasts. I don't know why. I don't know why I want to do so many podcasts, y'all. I like that what we started, because we started this back in 2014, 2013 time.
Back when I had wild hair.
And I forgot that we actually did like a guest episode. We had TBH on.
Only one.
We should do more.
Well,
we know a lot of
we had Balvin and Gabe, but
we had Balvin and Gabe on one, but we know people in the gaming industry. Like I have connections to like Jeff Keighley and
the GOAT.
I know what's his name?
E3 Killer.
The E3 Killer.
Shout out to Jeff Keighley.
I also know like what's his face who from used to work at IGN.
Greg Miller.
I know Greg Miller. I know Jeff Keighley. I know a lot of random gaming personalities. So if y'all ever want us to have an episode with a gaming personality or a dev, we should have reached out to the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk people and asked them. We could have got them. I could still probably get them to talk about it, but I'm saying I probably have access to people like that. People at Nintendo, maybe. If y'all want to.
Miyamoto?
I definitely cannot get Miyamoto.
Well, don't tell him that.
I mean, I'm not saying I can't, but I met him once. I could get like his representative. I could get a representative of Miyamoto if possible.
Unless Henry ruined it by bum rushing him at E3 that one
Oh
year.
my God, bro. Do we have footage? We don't have footage of that.
We have footage of that.
Yeah. We're off topic. By the way, today's episode, we are talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, Mutant Mayhem. But let's get into this little quick story because it's hella funny. E3, 2011 or 12?
They all blend together.
They all blend together. Our friend Henry, Big Hen Dog Yoro, was with us, and at the end of E3, Miyamoto was waiting by wasn't he with Doug Bowser?
I think it was with Bowser. And somebody else. It was Bill Trenton.
Bill Trenton, I think Doug Bowser, and Miyamoto are waiting for their caravan to take them home after finishing E3. And our friend Henry is like, listen, I'm not mad at Henry for doing it because at the end of the day, it's Miyamoto. And he was just like, he looked at us like, yo, like, the God is here, Mario, all this. And then he was like, I'm gonna take a pic. and we were like, yeah, for sure, go get it. But the funny thing is that his team, Miyamoto's team but I think it was, what'd you say? Bill Trenton?
Bowser, Bill Trenton.
Bill Trenton looked at Henry and was kind of like, hey man, sorry, no more photos for the day, something. And Henry was like, yeah, okay, for sure. Hey, yo, Miyamoto! And he got Miyamoto. Miyamoto's like, in the photo. He was like, and he just looked at the camera and he got that. I think I also did that because I have a photo with him where I know that they said, hey, no more photos. And yeah, low key, we disrespected his personal space. How dare
you interrupt the God's space?
Listen, it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, but also at that one moment, I didn't know that I was going to get a sit down interview with him. And Tenzo, is that his name? Who helped him create Super Mario Brothers. They're on the back of my Nintendo Switch. I have it in the wide. Hold on, I'll go get it. Keep talking, Paul.
I'm short scared me for a second.
Bro, my dick ain't coming out, bro.
You don't know that. We getting old. Something might slip out.
Takashi Tezuka, my bad.
Oh, Tezuka.
Tezuka. My bad. There it is.
Ooh. Shut off.
There it is. Tezuka and Miyamoto. I definitely should get this thing like
you should probably frame that.
I should get it plexiglassed, but I haven't done it yet. And these have already started. They smudged once or twice. There's a way to get them to unsmudge, but this is very cool. Shout out to my friends at Nintendo who hooked me up with that interview. You can go see that whole interview. I think we played Super Mario Maker 2 together. I think that's what it was. And you can go watch that on my YouTube channel, Run JD Run. But yeah, Tezuka's name started to smudge a bit, but Miyamoto's is still intact. So this is a cool little memento that.
Yeah, you need to frame that.
Yeah, yeah. You mean frame, like literally put it in a picture frame?
Yeah,
that would be
like, or like a display case.
I think I'll actually do that soon because there's a frame store near me, so I'll actually get that done. All right, cool. Well, that's a little story time thing. Put this over here. That was my first Nintendo Switch, by the way. That was the first one I ever got.
You can mod that one. I mean,
excuse me?
What?
Hey, what? Hold on.
Oh, no! I've upset somebody. No, Mario!
What did you say, Paulie?
I did not say anything, Mario.
Paulie. I know you since you were a baby, Paulie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
How
anything.
dare you talk about modification? A Super Mario mod? What is that? What is that? We don't know.
I'm sorry, Mario. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I'm just saying that it's possible.
No. Possible. What?
It's possible to do things to make.
Excuse me?
To help your experience on your console a little bit.
experience
a little bit better, Mario.
No.
Yeah.
You experience the game the way it comes.
No.
And also, this is not a racist. It's not meant to be a disrespectful. This is me. This is me, Mario. Okay? What the hell is so funny, Paul?
Nothing.
You what did you say about the modification? No. No.
What is happening, Mario?
It's me. It's me.
Okay.
It's me, Mario. Modify your Nintendo Switch. You get ready to spend more money on Nintendo Switch. Do.
Hopefully.
What the?
Hopefully.
I will beat the brakes off of you, boy.
Mario, I just want.
You think it's a game?
I want to play your games in 4K, Mario.
Who needs a 4K? It's about the experience.
In 720p?
In the 720. Yahoo! It's me, Mario. Ahoy!
All right.
You just missed Mario.
I just missed Mario. Where did he go?
He was our third guest. on
Man,
the podcast.
that was great, man. Super Mario was here. That's crazy. Shout out to Miyamoto, Tezuka. Shout out to them. All right,
Charlie Day, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. All right, we are probably 30 minutes into our 1 hour episode, so we should probably start talking about
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtle.
Mutant Mayhem.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sing it with me. Ninja Turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. There is a fighting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they're green. When the evil Shredder attacks, there's something that they'll have no slack. Is it cut no slack?
I think so.
Teenage
don't know the words.
Mutant Ninja Turtle. Hero and a half shell.
I was watching last night the Toys That Made Us.
Oh, you watched that again?
I never watched the Turtles episode.
Oh man, that show is amazing. If you haven't seen it, the Toys That Made Us is a great show where they break down toys from the '90s, and they should have kept it all focused on toys. They started doing the movies that made us and some other stuff.
They have other things. They have Toys That Made Us. They have movies that made us, and then they have
a
High
third?
Score, which is like video game stuff.
Wasn't High Score the documentary?
No, it was like it was gaming stuff. So same people.
Oh, okay.
But like, yeah, no, it's if you ever watch it. I was like, I wanted to buy all those toys again. I was like,
Dude,
I had those.
we had a lot of those.
Especially the Power Rangers episode. I was like, I had those.
Yeah,
And
the
then my
ones
parents
that
got divorced.
God damn, that got sad. What the hell? And then my parents got divorced, and the toys split up between the household.
Whenever we moved, they disappeared.
I mean, I guess that's just a packing issue. That's not really divorce, but sure, I guess. All right, so Jesus Christ. So yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. It just recently came out. Me, Paul, our homie Gabe, we all went and saw it, and from beginning to end, it was a good time.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I would prefer it to be an actual series than a movie.
Yeah, TV show.
But like, I really enjoyed everything about it. Just the animation. It's the animation.
The animation was so cool because I think I saw a small interview where they talked about how they made it look the way that it looked because they were specifically trying to go for that unfinished teenage like art type of look where, you know, like a teenager is like a growing artist, especially ones that genuinely do art and animation. So it was supposed to almost reflect and emulate what art of like a young teen would be creating if they were making it, you know, doodling in their notebook or drawing in sketch pads or, I don't know, trying something different with their artistic experience. So that was cool.
No, it just doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. Like, you can see the inspiration from like Spider-Verse from it, but they made it their own style. Mm-hmm. It's like nothing is clean. It's just dark and dingy, but also kept the like real spirit of the Turtles.
Yeah.
About it, and that's what I really enjoyed about it. But I also like the fact that the teenagers were actual kids.
Yeah, they were Is this the first time they've ever been
Actual
voice
kids?
acted by real teens too?
Yes.
Yeah, because all the kids are they're all young actors. I don't know all of them. I knew the one from The Chi because I watched The Chi. He played Michelangelo.
Oh.
You
Chi is what I call
Yeah,
it.
you don't support black entertainment.
I watched Snowfall.
You watched Snowfall?
I did.
Okay, that's good. That's
I
good.
watched all of it.
That's good. Yeah, Snowfall. Yeah, the ending was crazy. Yeah,
So sad.
Season 5 was weird.
I watched Empire.
Did you though? You watched Empire? You sat through what I think was one season.
I saw it all.
No, you didn't. You saw it all on Twitter.
Yeah.
You sat through like 1.5 seasons, and then you were like, I can't deal with this no more, Cookie.
Now listen here, Cookie. I'm gonna make my raps. Sorry, turtles.
Yeah, let's focus. All right, so the story of it, I mean, this is kind of like a review and whatnot. You probably more. It's the good old story of a story of a story of a story. These things get remade so often.
Especially turtles. They have like a new series every 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Something new pops off. So like you know what the turtles are. 4 turtles in New York get hit with the ooze.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they go on adventures. But this one's mostly about them wanting to actually be accepted from the broader world. It's about growing up, truthfully, and getting accepted by the people who you admire, but you feel like they would hate you because of who you are.
It is, and I kind of like that actually the most when it comes to this movie. It was the first time that I feel like I've ever seen the turtles care about wanting to be a part of society. That was new. That was a new, not really new, but it was like a plot point where they kind of they've always kind of touched on that and had like, oh man, wish I wasn't a big old greasy looking ass turtle so I could go
to high school.
The high school part was interesting, but it's more just the fact that they wanted to actually coexist with humanity, because they thought everything that humans were doing was really cool. And
Splinter.
What?
Just can't go out, they will milk you.
Oh yeah, the milking thing. That was a goofy plot point that actually made sense with time, because eventually they finally milked them, which was so weird. And I was like, bro, this is a weird, funny way to
pay off a joke.
You know what I didn't realize is the lady who was milking them, her last name was Utrom. Did you notice that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I think she might be a Krang in disguise.
Shredder.
Is that how the Krang is
That's
talked?
how Krangs used to talk in the original one from the kids.
Oh yeah.
So who knows? They're blah, 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 blah. They are setting it up for a sequel, obviously. So if this is like the template that they're going for, I'm down for it, because now we have another Avengers-like team going forward.
Avengers team. What do you mean by that?
Well, don't want to spoil the movie, but all of the
Or you mean like at the end of the movie?
yeah. So like they're building like another like Marvel-ish franchise, which could possibly spin off other people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't spin off into what, like TV shows and other
TV
stuff?
shows, other movies, shorts. Like they could do a lot with what they set up in this movie.
This is true. What they set up in the movie can definitely be spun into a lot of different things. And I mean, even the way they kind of rehash the story from the perspective of it being, what's his name? Superfly being his own character.
Yeah,
I found
Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, because Baxter Stockman is what I guess you would say created all of this stuff. He created the mutagen.
Yeah.
And the ooze, and he was building it out in his lab. They didn't really give a reason for why he was doing that, but they did.
No.
They just showed him being like a overcomplicated, like nerdy scientific professor. Like, I have to make this thing, and what's his name voiced him, which was really cool.
Giancarlo
Esposito.
Gus Fring, aka Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon, aka what's the movie by Spike Lee?
Do the Right Thing. I forgot his character.
Was it Do the Right Thing, or?
Yeah, that's the one where they killed Radio Raheem.
Is that the one where his sneakers got stepped on?
I think so. No,
that's
why is there no black people on the wall?
Nah, what is
That's
that?
that movie.
What movie is that?
Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right. Yeah, I guess it is. They remade a Spike Lee TV show. Is that what that was? Nah, that's not the one. You know the show I'm talking about?
I'm going through my brain.
And it's got that Latino dude who's in the new Transformers, and he was also part of Hamilton. I can't remember what the movie is.
Alexander Hamilton.
Off the top of my head. Damn, I can't remember what the movie is. I don't know, but
he got game. I'm trying to think.
No, he got game. No, but listen, it's
starring
just
Ray Allen.
Huh?
Starring Ray Allen.
Yeah, I just remember. My thing is just that if you've ever seen the scene where the dude said he stepped on my sneakers, it's funny because they cut to the wrong shoe, and the wrong shoe is the one that was stepped on. And it didn't make sense because the dudes passed him on the other side, and my brain is like, that's a film edit. That's a film edit. That's a continuity edit. That's a weird. I don't even know why I even thought to bring that up, but it's just something I thought of. But yeah, I mean, the way the movie starts off, where you got Baxter Stockman going through his lab, and how many years before that? 15, right?
15.
Yeah, 15 years where Baxter Stockman is messing with the mutagen, messing with the ooze, and then he gets jumped by.
He gets raided by this company,
TCRI, which is the original name of the I guess group that is in the comics. That I don't know. I don't think they're a cover for the Krang, but they were, I think, in this story, or I think they are a cover for the Krang. I should know the whole thing, but it's been so long since I really kept up.
Everything always switches in between shows, so it's
yeah. The last time that I even sat back and really caught up with Ninja Turtles was the 2012 version. The one that was on they're all on Nickelodeon, but the one where they were like 3D, I like that one.
That one was cool.
That one was really good.
The last one that came out was good too.
That one was
I've
good.
seen
It
clips
was
from it, and I was like, that looks awesome.
Have you watched it?
No.
I watched the first I think I watched the first like 7 episodes. The character designs are strange and interesting, but it was a good show, and it was crazy animated. Like I was like, boy, this is on some Naruto right here.
Yeah, I saw one clip of them just going ham on Shredder. I was like, oh, I should probably watch the show. And
yeah, I think
never got back to it.
I think it's on Netflix, and it's a really well done version of the Ninja Turtles. I think it's actually really cool. But it's in the beginning of that series, you got TCRI, they raid them. They try to get Baxter Stockman because I think Utram wants the ooze, or wants the ooze. Ooze sounds better. And he has his pet fly, which is supposed to originally combine with him to create. What's his fly character name?
Just Baxter Stockman.
Oh yeah, he just stays as Baxter Stockman the whole time. I think that's the name.
Tyler Perry.
Did Tyler Perry play him? What do you say?
Yes, he did. In the Michael Bay movies.
Oh, bro, listen, hold
Stockman.
on. We're not. Those aren't canon, bro. We're not. Did you like those?
Yeah, I like the first one where they fought Shredder on the roof. That scene was dope.
Why did they give them those pig noses, those oink? Oh, it was still weird.
Little Shreks.
Little Shrekies.
That's what that was the joke from the movie.
Is that what it is?
They called them Little Shreks because that's what people used to call the Michael Bay Transformers when they first got unveiled.
Baby Shrek.
It's like, you look at the little Shreks.
I guess. But yeah, so I just remember that scene was interesting, how they didn't make Baxter Stockman the Fly. Instead, they made the Fly its own character, separated from Baxter Stockman, who transformed into the transformations and the art was really cool, but the only problem I had is like, the characters in this movie are ugly as hell. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to people who don't look super pretty, but they went out of their way to make all of the humans genuinely ugly, and the mutants looked somewhat normal. Not really. It was more like the turtles looked the best out of everybody.
Yeah.
And then everyone in between that looked just crazy.
In Splinter's Jerry curl.
Yo, Splinter for real did have a Jerry curl. That was kind of tight. But I liked it, man. I don't know. I liked how they went about it, and how they went from the 15-year gap between when the mutagen got technically flushed down the sewers, and then it started hitting off different people. It hit Splinter, Leatherhead, all these characters that I don't even.
Weird mollusk thing that.
Yeah, that was a character though. that was a weird character that actually existed in the Turtle universe that I wasn't aware of. But the 15-year gap was cool. I think a lot of people had issues with the fact that the martial arts story was so contrived and like lacked a lot of personal growth.
I understand that, but also
It's a kid's movie.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's not supposed to be taking that serious. The fact that they learned from YouTube is hilarious.
It was. No, it was fun. Well, he didn't Splinter. What did he do? He watched a lot of like old
VHS tapes.
Old VHS tapes. And then in watching the old VHS tapes, he was like, almost doing his like wax on, wax off, learning how to become a master and doing like the typical stuff.
And another funny thing about it is like they're showing Jackie Chan clips when Jackie Chan is the voice of Splinter. So like, oh, that's a cool callback. And they gave him a legit Jackie Chan fight scene, which is hilarious to me.
They did. I think they actually pulled from like animated what was a Jackie Chan scene from one of his earlier movies.
Because there's a lot of Jackie Chan. And I'm standing there, I was like, huh, that's funny. And Gabe didn't know it was Jackie Chan. So
Bro, the whole time we're watching the movie, we were like, dang, Jackie Chan's killing it. And Gabe was like, dude,
Jackie Chan.
where's Jackie Chan? And we were like, yeah, bro, Jackie Chan voices Splinter. What are you talking about?
I was like, you didn't get the fact that they gave him a legit Jackie Chan fight scene to Splinter because it's Jackie Chan. He's like, oh, dude, I didn't know.
Yeah, Gabe did. Shout out to our boy Gabe. But all in all, I mean, I thought that way that they progressed the story was pretty cool. And yeah, it was very heavy on we are teenage kids who want to live a teenage life, and by living a teenage life, that means we want to go to high school, we want to go to prom,
date a woman,
date a woman.
Leo wants to date April. He's smitten.
He was smitten off of April, but before even being smitten, it was more just like they just wanted to hang out with teenagers that were kind of like their age, because they went to that what was it, that movie night? It was like they went to the like movie in the park. Yeah, the drive-in movie in the park situation. And I thought that was really well done. And just showed like young adolescents. It showed like, hey, this is the type of stuff that not all kids want to participate in. I feel like this almost, because they didn't put like a year on it, did they?
No. They were watching Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, they were watching Ferris Bueller, but it felt like the nostalgia of this is what kids who are growing up in the 90s and early 2000s wish they could be doing at a time. But obviously it was supposed to be a modern take, because they had cell phones.
They did have smartphones.
They had social media. They had all that stuff. And the what was it, that one part where Splinter, the kids kept looking through the sewers up into the lights to see Times Square. And they wanted to go see what life was. And then when they finally got through, Splinter showed them Times Square. And then I thought that was weird how the humans were crazy against like seeing them. I mean, they are mutants, so I get it.
A giant man rat walking down the street.
I mean, they were in Times Square. I thought people would think it was a costume or something.
The dude touched him. That's how he knew he was.
But why
real.
that I think that's the part that didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why would you touch him? You wouldn't touch any of the other costumed people. For some reason, you went out of your way to touch this dude. And then it was like, oh, such an authentic costume. Oh, it's real. It's real. Ah!
A giant man rat. They already have the size of rat size.
Man rat or rat man?
Makes you think.
Yeah, and it was sad because he flipped them turtles up off his lap, and they started rolling on the floor like ping pong balls. Next thing you know, one of them almost got hit. But yeah, well, Splinter's whole issue with humans is that they treated him like garbage the entire time, and it was nothing like, well, the Ratatouille movie. He said, "Don't call me Ratatouille," because Ratatouille was a servant to humans. And yeah, I mean, I get it.
It's racism, man. It's like it's legit the story of a parent who went through like the Jim Crow South. You know, everybody hates us. Everybody wants to kill us because of our skin color. But the kids are like, the times are different now, old man. We want to see the world. The world is integrated now. I want to be a part of the world. So Splinter's like, no, they gonna kill us.
Is that your Splinter voice?
No, I can't do my Splinter voice because that's
No, they gonna kill us.
that's my black.
That's your Black Splinter.
It's Black Splinter. Blacks. Yeah. Anyways,
Splintrell.
I was going to say Black Splintation.
Latrell Spree.
Yeah, but it's basically it's the story of like integration, kind of with the kids. Like we want to be a part of the world, and the parents are like, "No, I'm afraid they're going to kill you." But in this case, they're going to milk you.
Dude, that milking thing was hella funny. That they paid that off so well. I was like, what the heck do they mean by milking? And where the question is, where did the milk come? Where was the milk coming from? Their shells? That was so strange, but
Booty
so.
hole.
I hope not.
Booty milk.
I hope the booty milk. I'm trying to think where the story went in after. Well, they
finally escape. They're doing.
Well, they go on those errands.
Errands, watching to Annie up getting nachos and Doritos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went on the errands for Splinter, and then they randomly met. They met April because her bike got stolen, right? Or wasn't there something else that
I forgot what
set
happened.
it off? I forget why. We saw this a week ago.
No, they were playing. They're throwing the nunchuck, the Ninja Star.
Oh yeah, the
and
Ninja Star hit her
in the helmet.
It hit her in the helmet. Yeah, and then she
Totally
said,
couldn't
"Whoever you are, blah blah blah." But then while her bike was on the floor, she was yelling at them at a rooftop,
and then stole her scooter.
Yeah, stole her scooter. Randomly, they chased down these people. Was that gang connected to someone?
They were connected to Superfly.
Yes, that's what it. Yeah. That's it. Because the whole plot of the story from Superfly's point of view is that he wanted to turn everybody into mutants so that they could assimilate with. Well, it wouldn't be humanity. They wanted to make.
He wanted to turn all the animals into mutants like them, so that they could
it was
make
animals. Yeah,
the animals the mutants, so that they could take over and then kill all the humans. They're using humans as pets.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because they were saying if we become the dominant species, then humans will have to listen to us. And then we will put them under our control. And it was kind of savage the way he was talking about it, because they were like, well, what if they rise up against you? Because remember, the turtles were trying to like talk them down, and he was like, oh, well, then, they probably gonna get murdered. And it was Ice Cube. Oh yeah, man, they going, hey, bro, hey, what? Hey, damn, daddy, why they do that to me for? Like Ice Cube was Ice Cube as hell in that movie.
Ice Cube, he's a legend, but like when I was hearing his voice coming out of that, I was like, I can't hear it. I can't see him as a character. That's just Ice Cube. That's just Ice Cube as a giant fly.
It was definitely Ice Cube as a giant fly, just telling it like it is. He was just like, oh yeah, we gonna have to murk them folks. They gotta go.
Like when they were explaining, he's like, yeah, we went to the surface world and some dude tried to press me, and you know what? I beat his ass.
Yeah, that was the funniest part, where he said, because it was the parallel between him and Splinter, how they both hate humans, but he was saying that he was like, hey man, we one and the same, except you a sucker when you do it. You a punk. I ain't no punk. And like, I low-key started feeling for Ice Cube towards the back end of the movie, where all the mutants started going up against him. It was Wingnut, Leatherhead,
Mondo Gecko,
Bebop, Rocksteady. They were all trying to push him and get rid of him. And he was like, hey man, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all tripping. And low key, they were kind of tripping, because he was like, they never gonna accept you, cuz. Like, why are y'all doing this? That's what he said. He said, why are y'all doing this? And I was like, damn, Ice Cube, I feel bad for my boy.
You know why? Because today was a good day. Clink.
It was a bad day for him.
I know.
And then, I mean, there's different parts of the story, but I think that they kind of held it together. Like, they had that really dope montage where they were fighting against all the different crime bosses.
That was my favorite scene of the movie.
So that they could, yeah, that was I would say, aesthetically, fight wise, because they were supposed to be kind of like bumbling teenagers for a majority of the film, and then they started to actually pick up and understand their skills as martial artists. And I think it started to get more into the vein of what Ninja Turtles represents at that point.
Yeah.
And when they started like fighting all those bad guys in those different scenarios, I thought that was like real tight part.
But it's just the way that was animated was so cool to me, is because it's 4 separate fights, but it's edited to be one.
Yeah.
And it's all one continuous shot, but it's all 4 different things happening, and each turtle is doing a different move, but the same way. It's hard to explain.
No, for
but when
sure.
you
The
see
transitions
it
were crazy.
So dope.
Yeah.
And it's set to No Diggity.
Yeah, I don't love that song,
most
but that
random song.
Yeah.
One of my favorites though. It was like a fight scene in No Diggity. I would have never thought about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Blackstreet.
I low key wish they would have swapped out that song for like Annie Up. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun, but I also kind of was just kind of like I was like the vibe of this song with the fighting works, but it was like y'all could have went with like a way more hype song. This is kind of like R&B slow jam move your groove thing. I didn't love that, but
they saved Annie up for the climax of the movie.
Yeah, they did. They saved Annie up for the end of the movie. That's true. But no, either way, all the way through the fight scene from beginning to end, even just that specific montage was really well done. And I know that they took a lot of references from 90s hip hop and R&B. Like that was, I guess, maybe that's just Seth Rogen's favorite generation. I love smoking weed back in the 90s, man. He did a good job with this revamp. I will say, because there was like stupid controversy about how they were like April's ugly, fat, and black. I didn't like that. I didn't like that they first off
like fat black April.
No, stop, bro. That's not what I said. I didn't like that people were saying that about her. But when I saw the movie, my brain put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, okay, yeah, April looks different. Sure, she's a natural black woman. Sorry, my bad.
And April has always been black. Except for the 80s cartoon.
Well, they counter. There's like different counter responses to that. Like there's a few theories. There's a theory that April was dating one of the writers was dating a black woman or like light-skinned mixed woman, and she had whatever curly hair. But then another dude, the other guy said no, she was always meant to be a white woman. Blah blah blah. And I went back and forth with people on this because I reacted to the original trailer, and it was just one of them things where I'm like, what does it matter? It's a freaking movie about huge mutant turtle ninja teenagers. Why do y'all care about racism? That's why they care. They care because at the end of the day, black people shouldn't be in things I love.
April's only character traits that I remember is she was cute, a news reporter, and she wore a yellow jumpsuit.
That's all that matters to me. And she likes the news. Her throw up scene was weird. That threw me off, but also was like hella funny. Like the way that they put that together. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I was just like, oh, this is okay. It went on long.
Yeah. Puke girl. Shout out to Puke girl.
Puke girl. Yeah. That was funny.
But no, I've really enjoyed this movie though. If you can go see it in the theaters with like a group of people.
Yeah, we were in the theater, me, you, Gabe, and we also were in the theater with also what felt to be like nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like sitting there, and there were other dudes and girls and ladies, everybody in the crowd who was just like, woo! Like, certain parts had people pretty hyped, so I enjoyed it from beginning to end thoroughly. I thought it was really good.
But yeah, enjoy it. Like 90s hip hop and movies is like becoming a big trend I'm noticing because it was also part of Bumblebee as well.
The Bumblebee, his solo movie?
Yeah, not Bumblebee. What's it?
The last
Transformers movie.
The Beast Wars.
The Beast Wars.
I auditioned for the Bumblebee one, and I got a call back, and then I didn't get anything. But it was funny because I feel like I gave them what they wanted, and they were like, all right, cool, let's go get Anthony.
Let's go
get a celebrity to go do that voice.
John Cena.
I forgot who I was. I think I was like Road something. I don't know who it was.
I'm trying to think of
Roadside.
I didn't see Bumblebee. So
I've got the voiceover audition in my what's it called, and they were like, "That sounds good," but it was weird. I don't know why. For some voice acting auditions before the strike, they liked when I did this, like it was like a coo. Come on, let's get going. I don't know what I did, but it was something along those lines. And then they called me back and they were like, hey, that was great. Can you do one where you do maybe more your natural voice? And I was like, my natural voice ain't gonna sound like no freaking transformer.
You should have put a filter on it.
No, but that's the thing. I've done auditions where, like when I do my voice acting auditions, I'll go back and forth between 2 different takes. I'll give them what I think they want, which is usually like me kind of manipulating my voice to sound like what I think the character represents. And then I'll do one where it's my natural voice. But my natural voice to me never makes sense for some of these characters. Like I told you I did the Looney Tunes University cartoon.
Can you talk about that?
I already showed them the whole goddamn docket. I didn't care.
Oh, okay.
It's out. It came out.
Oh, I didn't.
And you know who they booked?
John Cena.
No, they booked my homie who I asked for help on the audition.
Oh, damn.
I was like, yo, not that that matters, but he had already been voicing, I think, he had been voicing Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and a few other characters over the last few years for the cartoon on Cartoon Network. And then he also was in the movie Space Jam, but he played different characters. Like he'll go between like Sylvester, Daffy Duck, Bugs, and then sometimes they'll bring back the OG dude who did Bugs in Space Jam to do it, the original one.
Okay.
I think his name's Jeff Bergman. I could be wrong. I think that's something like that.
I was gonna say if it was Mel Blanc, he's a zombie.
No, not Mel Blanc. The people who came after him. But my buddy Eric Bowser, shout out to Eric Bowser. That's the homie. I love my boy Eric, but it was just, I got to hit him up and I want him to come sit down and I want him to come sit down and chat with me, and I want to be like, hey, yo, so you know we got beef, right? Like just jokingly, because he'd be like, nah, what happened? I'll be like, obviously he didn't take a role from me. I think it's just they heard all their options and then they were like, probably easier to get somebody that we already have. Like, because he's all like, mind you, he's already working on another or multiple animated shows for Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes. And then they were like,
Bugs Bunny,
as
Bugs.
Bugs. Yeah, he's already Bugs. So they're like, well, maybe we could just get Eric to do Buster too. And because they swapped him, he didn't play Bugs in this show. He played Buster and I think 2 other characters. But it was just funny because for me, when I got that original, it was they call these things specific request auditions, meaning someone at the studio or the casting director knows you and your work, and they're like, I think that this person would be great for this job, but with that, let me bump them up a little higher on my list of people I want to see in the audition process. And I did my audition and I went on Twitch and I played it for, I just played the audition for Twitch because I was just like, it's out now, who cares? I won't showcase anything before, but we went on Twitch and I showed them like there's already animatics and everything's done. I showed them what the character block looked like. I didn't show like what it had listed or any information, but I just showed them the picture of Buster, and I'd showed them my audition where I was like, hey, it's Buster Bunny, and it was like really high pitch and funny and whoo, and then I think it was just funny because I was like, damn, bro, they casted my boy who helped me with my audition, because when I got that audition, I was like, oh, this is crazy. The dude who plays Bugs Bunny, who already works for Warner Brothers, I was like, I'm curious to ask his opinion on how I should go about this audition. That's like the one time I've ever even done that for a voice acting audition. I don't usually do that, but I was just like, hey, you got access to a person who could probably give you some insight. Why not? Yeah. And then we sat down, we did a Zoom call for like an hour. We chopped it up. I told him how I thought the voice sounded in my head.
Taking notes to sabotage your audition?
No, but I would definitely not that, only because his voice sounds nothing like, well, actually, no, I have to watch the show. I think it's out, but the voice that he ended up doing was a little bit more deeper from what I heard. But then I listened to another clip and it does sound damn near like what I did. Not like in a way where he copied, more like, oh yeah, it's just a high pitched little rabbit. No, don't shake your head. No,
dirty cheese.
No, it's not. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's genuinely just similar to The Simpsons, similar to Family Guy, similar to all these shows. Similar to Laser Wolf. I played like 7 characters on that show. Similar to Sugar and Toys. I had 64 credits on that show. Jeez. I was 64 different characters, and at a certain, that was the Jellies. The Jellies. I played the game. Hey, what up, girl? And that's funny because I was only referencing that from the time he told me to move the fuck out his way. I got to tell that story on stage about how I was at a pool party, which was very strange. And it was like, we were coming out of high school. We were maybe 18 going to Grant. Jeez. And my friend Adam had connections with the game and he invited us to a party at his house at the time. And I was waiting. Oh, Adam. Yeah. I was waiting in the doorway, looking at my phone back in the day. And I guess out of nowhere, I'm on my phone. I wasn't paying attention to who was in front of me trying to get in the house. And it was Game. And boy, he walked up to me and I was just on my phone, and he's just standing there because he's at his own house, and I'm in the doorway, kind of just like, And he looked at me and was like, "Move!" And he said the N-word. He was like, "Move, Negro!" And I was like, "Oh." Sorry, Mr. Game, sir.
Mr. Games.
let me get up out your way, young sir. I got to go. My bad, player. That shit was random.
Wait, he wasn't part of G-Unit anymore.
No, I think because in 11th grade he had made the like 100 miles of running rap where he dissed all of G-Unit like for 20 minutes.
I remember. Do y'all know that Game was in G-Unit chat?
Did they know G-Unit?
Do y'all know G-Unit?
Do you know anything past 50 Cent? That's like the only thing that's lasted.
Did you know that the G-Unit is responsible for keeping John Cena at the top of the WWE?
Wait, what? What are you talking about? John Cena at the top of We're going off the rails now.
But whatever.
I don't care. It's a podcast.
But John Cena's "You Can't See Me"
Oh yeah, that's from Tony Yayo. Yeah, Tony Yayo is.
So without G-Unit, we would not have John Cena. Without John Cena, we won't have a Rocksteady. And without Rocksteady, we won't have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Look at that. Look at that boy bring things full circle. Okay. Look at this dude. Okay, you trying to get your production on, huh? Get your production on. Love to see it.
You can't see me. My time is now.
So when it comes to that movie, the 90s references were good. What's your favorite era? I mean, we grew up in the 90s, so for me, it's the 90s. but if you're, I don't know if I'm talking about hip hop or if I'm talking about culturally. I feel like, personally, the 90s was the best amalgamation of maybe just the best things that I think, not like life. Like, there's obviously amazing things that came out of the 70s, the 60s. We're not going to go farther than that. Maybe just the 70s.
Black people can't go past 1970.
Yeah, we can't. So somebody who has that joke. It's what's the name who got canceled?
It's a lot of people.
Nah, redhead comedian. He's also Latino, and he had the show on FX. And why don't I know my comedy people? Oh my God, this is killing me.
Redheaded Latino.
He's not Latino. No, he's white. He's white. No, that's actually pretty good. Oh my God, bro, this is killing me. Canceled for whipping his thing out in front of people and asking to do it. And he made a whole TV show where he made a skit about it. Holy crap!
I know what you're talking about.
Louis C.K. Fuck. That killed me. Wow. Yeah, Louis.
You threw me off of Latino because I didn't know he was Latino.
He's him and Tom Segura have like Latino moms. They're both like Tom Segura does a whole special he does in Spanish.
Oh.
And Louis C.K. I think also performs in Spanish.
Good for them.
Yeah. But that white passing though. But Louis C.K. had a joke where he said, I think it's Louis C.K. has a joke where he said, I think he says, "Oh man, time travel would be great. Unless you're black, because you can't go backwards." No. And I was like, God damn it, that shit is hilarious.
Past 1970.
Shoot. Even then,
that's rough.
It's risky to go back any further. It's kind of risky. It's risky to be where we are right now. So who knows? All right, but yeah, no, I think the 90s is to me the best, like the amalgamation of just like everything that I think, like everything hitting its peak. I think is the 90s. I know technology started to boost in the early 2000s.
90s is the greatest because let me talk to you. We had Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Beast Wars.
Yep.
Super and N64 and PlayStation starting for the very first time. The real war began. We had, what else did we have?
We had Pogs. We had Pokemon cards.
Pokemon came out. 98 out here. I remember that vividly.
I do too. I remember us going to buy Red and Blue together.
At KB Toys.
Didn't we go together?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we went together. I remember.
We bought Red and Blue.
Who took us? Was my mom?
Your mom took us. Went to KB Toys. The same one that I bought Jet Set Radio at many years later.
Yeah. I bought Mario Party, I think 2 or 1 there. But I remember these, man, see, and you can feel what I'm feeling right now. You can feel what I'm feeling right now. Your hand. I squeezed your hand.
It's my arm. It's not.
Well, listen, man, you don't fall.
Cyborg.
We didn't do an update on that. Paul fell into a pool on accident, and luckily he's safe. But he almost broke his. He could have broke more than just his arm. Look at that scar on his arm.
So this is for
lean a little to your left so it's on the vertical.
Wait.
Just use your body to lean.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yee, I'm glad you're okay, buddy.
Yeah. I got metal in my arm. I am a cyborg.
Is that what's going on?
I'm a cyborg now. We had a canon event in Spider-Man Spider-Verse terms. But I fell into a 10-foot pool that was empty.
Without water. Remember, there was no water in that mug.
It's just gravity and concrete.
Jesus Christ. Into the sewage too.
Into a little bit of sewage. And then
How did you brace yourself from that fall?
Oh, there was no brace.
But like you fell, like I can't even imagine falling 10 feet. That sounds crazy, but like when you were going down, did you try to grab the sides?
I tried, because like we have a little ledge there. I tried to catch myself on the ledge. So it's like, so here's the edge, here's a little ledge, and then there's the pool. So I tripped forward, and when I saw that, I was like, I can try to catch myself here. Feet hit the thing, slid backwards, but also I didn't. This is my body.
Yeah.
I fell that way.
Did you fall head first in?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God, that's so scary.
So I was like, ah! And then luckily, it was belly and arm. Just and I fell, and I sat there for a few minutes and started laughing about what just happened.
Well, it's always, you always have that moment of clarity, like, I could have died. You probably, stuff like that kind of flashes, and you're like, especially when you get hurt, you're like, what a ridiculous way to hurt myself.
Yeah, no, I was laughing about it. I sat there for I was in pain. Like when I first broke it, I didn't feel
what had really
I didn't
happened.
feel it, but until like I did the check, because when people get hurt, they do like you move your limbs shit.
Yeah.
So I was moving my limbs, moving my legs, feet, my legs first, arm, move my right arm, and then I wanted to move my left, and like it just didn't nothing. I was like, oh, that feels weird, and then I tried to touch my arm, but like, okay, I can show you on this arm, because like here's my elbow cap, so it's here, it was back here, so like this shifted back.
Wait, show that again.
So it went from here, where it usually is, to up here. Oh, yeah. So like, I knew immediately. I was like, because you could touch where my elbow would be, and there was just nothing there. It was just
shit, bro. I hate that.
Yeah.
No,
so I'm sitting there poking it. I was like, oh, damn, I broke my shit.
Oh God. How was the shock for you?
Yeah, I didn't feel it.
Like in the sense of just like realizing what happened.
That's why I started laughing. I was like, oh shit, like I broke my shit. Started laughing about it.
Yeah.
And then my mom heard me, because like when I first fell, I was like, ugh, because like all the wind got knocked out.
Wait, what was that noise? You don't.
I don't scream, because like I fell, because like when I hit the ground, like all the air in my body got knocked out of my body.
Yeah.
So it's like, trying to catch my breath and shit. And my mom's like, what happened? She's
Sorry.
Like a thwomp. Like a thwomp. So like my mom's like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? I was like, I fell.
I fucked up. That fucking that WWE clip.
But no, like I fell.
Crap.
Sat there, and she's like, what do I do?
Oh my gosh. What do you mean? What do you do? Call a fucking ambulance.
She's just like, what, like, can you walk? I was just like, yeah. She's like, what do you need from me? I was just like, just get me some water. I was like, just give me some water.
Get me out of this fucking pool, man.
Because like it was hot too. I was like, just give me some water. She gave me some water. Got up, sat there for about like 5 more minutes after I drank the water. Popped a ibuprofen.
I thought you were gonna say edible.
No, not yet.
Get lit.
That was later that night. But took an ibuprofen, got up, walked out the pool, went into the bathroom, took a shower. And then I went to the hospital, waited about 4 hours for them to tell me what I already knew. Your elbow's broken. No shit.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and then they put it in a brace. And then about a month later, 3 weeks later, we had surgery on this bad boy.
And now
we
can rebuild him.
Pretty much. So like,
we can make him stronger.
My elbow's attached by plates. So like it's attached from here all the way to here. And if you can feel where the plate ends and my bone begins. It's weird. Do you want to feel it?
Sure. I'll feel it. Why not?
Feel that shit.
That feels weird.
Yeah.
That feels strange.
And then
I can feel the metal though.
Right
I can feel the rods.
You can feel the drop off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because your thing separated, so they couldn't connect it back with just muscle tissue.
It's just literally attached by.
You are the bionic man.
By metal.
Goodness gracious, Paul. Well, thank goodness that you're safe. Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Shout out, and also people, if you haven't already, make sure you have health insurance.
Yeah.
For people
Did you
who,
not have it?
No, I have it.
Okay.
For sure. But like just knowing what I paid for my surgery compared to what I could have paid for my surgery.
But you know what? I heard that
Get health
sometimes that they overcharge you when you do have health insurance, and if you don't have it, they can't charge you as much because if they don't have a insurer to back up the payment, then I don't know. I've seen different conversations about that where some people say you do need it and you don't need it, but I mean, I got it and it's expensive. That's all I know.
It is.
Or actually, I won't have it for much longer because we're on strike and I had Screen Actors Guild insurance. So there's that. Also, when you were talking about you just breaking your arm, I know like when I dislocated my pinky, you can tell because this one on the right or your left is slightly thicker than this one. Man, and I still can't bend it properly. It was such a annoyingly like shocking thing because one, I was just so annoyed that it even happened the way it did because it wasn't cool.
That's how I felt about me.
Yeah, well, you accidentally tripped into a pool. I was playing basketball and I just dribbled a little too hard. I've never done that in my life. Or the ball was just bouncing a little too fast, and then it came and pop, my thing went, and oh man, I got that. I showed you the picture, right? But it was like I was more annoyed at the fact that it happened. And I'm a grown man who's not playing in the NBA. I'm like, this is an NBA level injury I have right now.
At least you didn't tear like
for no goddamn reason.
MCL, ACL.
No, thank goodness I didn't do that. I know people who have torn their like MCLs, ACLs, their kneecaps, all that crap. And man, hell no. Hell no, bro.
Yeah.
Quit everything. Quit basketball. Quit. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just walking. That's my healthy exercise at that point.
You know, it's funny because like I'm watching like the NBA and everybody's like, everybody's so old, and I realize that I'm older than a lot. A lot of the NBA stars. Like I was looking at DeAndre Ayton, and I was like, he's got to be at least 40.
He's like 26.
He's like 24.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than watching basketball and looking up to people who are 10 years younger than you because you don't realize that just because they're tall, giant people, they are just normal ass, young ass humans. And I do the same thing because I remember when I think I was watching like Kyrie. And I was like, dang, bro, I can't wait to I'm trying to go to the gym and cook and play ball like Kyrie. And I'm like, yeah, that's who I look up to. And I think my brother was like, bro, Kyrie is 22. You are 28. And I was like, what? What were we talking about? So.
Oh, my God.
So, Ninja Turtles.
LeBron James.
Was LeBron James in this movie? I feel like this is a movie he'd be in a part. No, he wasn't in it.
He wasn't in it. I was trying to figure a way to tie Ninja Turtles to LeBron James. It just wasn't connected.
Nah, we don't have to tie it in. We are at a point where I feel like we can talk about like the finale. It was interesting how they learned how to be ninjas. What's wrong?
Shadows.
Something go by?
I can see. Sorry.
They learned how to be ninjas. They had that epic fight scene. There was that one part in the movie where they started to accidentally almost become bad guys because Superfly was like, hey man, y'all cool. They hung out with Superfly. They hung out with all the bad dudes at the bowling alley. Mondo Gecko was super fun. Shout out to Paul Rudd. That was Paul Rudd playing that character. And they got lost in the sauce with, we actually have friends who are similar to us. This is kind of cool to have more mutant friends. Until Superfly was like, yeah, man, we about to ruin the entire planet.
We about to kill everybody.
Yeah, everybody got to die. Pew, pew.
And then that day will be a good day.
That day, I'm surprised they didn't play his song. Maybe he didn't want to give them the licensing and use his music because maybe it would have cost too much.
Not for the Ice Cube. He would have got more money.
No, but sometimes they don't pay you enough money. Similar to like how Monique was complaining about not being compensated for going and promoting the movie. Similar to those emails that leaked with Kevin Hart where he was like, yeah, I'll push the movie, y'all give me an extra 12 million. I got a fan base of over 200 million. I'm bigger than the studio.
Well, let me see this. I'm going to do it for $12 million.
Well, the thing is, bip bop bada boop boop pow.
I don't know how to do
The
it.
Rock's got to be with me.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I thought that part was kind of interesting how their character arc almost changed because Superfly really was like, yo, these are cool characters. Y'all are cool. And they were hanging out until the point of them having to stop the car with Bebop or Rocksteady, whoever was in the car. And basically double crossing them, and even April letting them know like, hey, so are y'all gonna just let the human race be murdered? Because that would not help this story that I'm trying to write about you, just saying. And then they got to the point where they're going into the, oh no, then they get milked. That's when the milking starts. The milking started right when after right after they got shook, and then the TCRI cops pulled up. The Utrom, her clan, excuse me, her group came, got them, took them back. They wake up and they're connected to a goddamn milking machine that's milking their backsides. It was weird how it specifically fit them. I didn't like that. I was like, y'all don't even have them strapped down. They're just strapped up and it's sucking juices out of their shell backs.
Or was it their shell backs?
Listen, I hope, listen. That's the sound the turtle makes when he be fucking.
Those videos are so
Yo,
funny.
don't look up turtle sex, bro. The fact that you've been looking up turtle sex. You good?
It's hilarious. Just them going at it with shoes and shit.
But yeah, yo, them getting milked was wild, and it was nice because then we got the Splinter Jackie Chan fight scene where he came, he saved his boys. What's happening?
He used all of their weapons.
It was funny, even how he came in and was like, what are they doing to you? And it was like, nothing. They're not milking us. They're milking you. Like,
it's milk.
I told you they would milk you. And then, and then they went,
I don't want trouble.
What's that?
That's a standard Jackie Chan line.
Oh, I don't want any trouble. I don't want any trouble.
He always causes a bunch of trouble.
Yeah, I thought that was really well done. And then, the final battle, the whole
Kaiju Godzilla fight.
I thought that part kind of threw me off because I wasn't aware that, I thought he was going to transform the water.
I thought so too.
But then it was him who transformed because he dropped in the ooze dropped with him.
And then he started fusing?
Everything next to him started fusing him. That was
weird.
That part I think confused me. And then it was like, oh man, look, I got a giraffe on my face.
I got horse legs.
I got a whale's body. Damn, daddy. Damn, daddy, what you do this to me for? And yeah, I don't know. If y'all seen the movie, that's what happens. And it was funny because it was very much almost like video game-esque where they were like, you got it. Didn't they say something like that?
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan. That's what it was. Anime/video game. They were like, you gotta hit his whatever. Not
weak
pressure.
spot.
His weak spot. Yeah, pressure point, weak spot. And
which was a blowhole.
It was a blowhole. It definitely was a blowhole. And they threw the anti-mutagen.
The thing that the MCRI dudes were using.
Yeah, to turn them back.
Yeah. So they did that. It was a big old New York. We're real New Yorkers. We gotta help the turtles.
Oh, that part was fun, and I liked it. But I sat back and I was just like, okay, so everybody in New York is just like an acrobatic. Like you got a construction worker, a bus worker, people who are just flipping. They're flipping these characters all around. It was nice though, that one part where the New York City pulled up and helped Splinter.
Yeah.
That part was nice because it was a full circle moment of, oh, not every human is evil. Just the ones that I dealt with when I was a rat.
Just the ones in the South. We're talking about back to our racial allegory that we were talking about earlier.
The Alabama Riverboat Brawl, everybody.
Oh my God. But no, the only thing missing from that last scene was a chair. No, I'm playing. No, Casey Jones.
Oh, we didn't get a Casey Jones cameo, huh?
That would have been the perfect spot to put him in the movie.
It would have been great. It would have been really good to get Casey Jones in there.
At least like a cameo, just like even him, like a kid in a mask.
Especially with all of the different characters that did get cameos, or like we got a lot of mutant characters that got cameos, but it would have been nice to get a Casey Jones. And was there anybody in the movie that you were like, oh, this person's low-key missing?
Casey Jones, that was it. Shredder, but
oh well, we got at the end. Yeah, which I didn't really. Well, let's finish that one part where they got, they do the attack on Titan, cut the nape, throw it in the blowhole. Flybat or whatever his name is, Superfly goes back. Does he go back to normal? What did he transform into anything in particular, or did he just?
Honestly,
I forgot what happened to him. I don't remember what happened to him at all. But we get the final, I guess, end scene where everybody lives together now. That was kind of interesting, where they all got together and it's like, hey, the sewers are big enough, I guess, to fit everybody. So that kind of worked.
Yeah, because Splinter got what he wanted. He got his family.
He got his family.
He got a girlfriend.
He got some form of a girlfriend. I don't know.
A girl.
Yeah,
good for him.
He definitely got that.
And then the boys get to go to high school.
Oh yeah, bro. The high
without the masks on.
I didn't like the no masks. One, because you could tell which is which. Because did you notice that 2 of the turtles were artistically kind of drawn the same, and 2 of them that they were like almost like kind of twinning? I think it was I think it's Donnie and Mikey had similar heads, or no, it might have been Donatello and Leonardo had similar head shapes, and Raph and Mikey, or they all might have just been different, and I can't really remember.
I don't remember. I was paying attention.
It was it reminded me of Battletoads. It felt like they had almost custom look, because each Battletoad is a different shade of green. Yeah. So it kind of felt like they were Battletoad-esque, the way that they were. I kind of like set up in that scenario. But yeah, man, the high school thing was interesting. The going to prom was cool. Society accepting them was surprising.
Despite the color of their skin.
Despite the color of their skin, Paul, this is a movie about racism.
I'm telling you.
Racism is everywhere.
Racism is everywhere. No, but like, yeah, just them being accepted finally for being mutants and people being cool with it, which I feel like in today's generation of kids would work.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, kids are super accepting nowadays. Which, well, unless they're being raised by their crappy parents. But super accepting, and like, listen, if a giant mutant turtle wanted to come to school with us, come to school, bro.
Bet. I'd probably be friends with the turtles.
I mean, I feel like they would look really scary in real life because of what turtles look like. They're not gonna look as funny and cartoony. But hey, do you, baby boo?
Donatello plays Smash for sure.
Oh, Donatello, yeah, he's one of us for sure. He was into Attack on Titan.
He said the way he learned how to drive was by playing Forza.
He did. He said Forza. Did he say Forza Horizon? Yeah. Yeah, that was a funny what's it called?
We'd be friends with Donatello.
I thought the kids did a good job with the voice acting. I mean, I think Donatello obviously sounding so high pitch was a bit jarring, but
Squeaker.
Squeaker kid. But he definitely that's how just how that kid sounds. I forgot what he's on or what TV show he's been a part of, but it was well done. I think they were all really. Oh, that scene was hella funny. I forgot about that because
we outside.
Because wasn't it? The April was like, all right, they were like, April, did you get a good shot of us on this last one? And then she was like, I think I got everything that y'all need. And they were like, okay, wait, hold on. Get us looking cool. Like, hold on. Let's we outside.
And then Michelangelo starts twerking. Oh.
Yeah. You know what was funny about that is all I could think about was the NYC TikTok account. With the dude was like, what up, stupid? Yo, you dead ass don't understand? We outside New York. Like the crazy New York.
Didn't they say bacon, egg, and cheese a bunch of times too, or am I tripping?
Yeah, bacon, yeah, the Aki way.
It's like bacon, egg, and cheese.
Because what was the thing that went viral with Joe Byron? Yeah, hey, yo, it was that
was a
hey,
fun
yo, who you want to tell Joe Byron? What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. Hey, yo. That was a good reference and very much just in the vein of what kids nowadays are watching on TikTok, on YouTube.
Because that's all they were watching was YouTube videos.
Yo, that's all they're on. Listen, they're hard. Like, there are kids who are, I think if you have a deeper connection with your community, are watching you on YouTube. But bro, these kids are deep on TikTok. Like, you can't even find information about what kids are doing unless you go to TikTok. Like,
I do use TikTok as a search engine at some points for certain things. Now.
Yeah, me too. Like, when I wanted to find information about Kai Cenat's whole scenario, turning up.
We outside.
We outside. When that came up, I had to go. I went on YouTube. I couldn't find anything. I went on YouTube. I went on Twitter. I think I went on maybe went on Facebook, but not really. But I went to TikTok, and TikTok had like quite literally an algorithm that was curated by young teenage kids who were at the riot or slash pop-up or meetup, and they were all just making content where they were just like, yo, it's going crazy out here. Yo, Kai, come get your people, man. And I'm like, dude, you're his people. Like, you're on camera probably wilding out a little bit yourself. What are you talking about? Come get your people, dog.
Man, starting a riot sounds fun. Certain things in life I wish I could do. Start a riot, one. Two, also the Michael Jackson effect is what I call it, is when you pop up on stage and you stand there for 5 minutes and people are screaming and you just turn your head once and they scream again.
Okay.
I always wanted to do that. Food fight.
So these are just random things you've seen in movies and TV that you wish you could do.
Yes. Food fight.
Food fight. The Michael Jackson effect, you just got to get popular.
If we ever have a meetup, people, I need you guys to just do that for me. I just want to stand there and you guys scream for 5 minutes.
If we ever take this on the road.
And then I turn my head and you guys just go fucking nuts. That's all I need. Once in my life.
Oh my God. That is hilarious.
We outside.
And then we outside. Yeah. And then I guess that's it. The end of the movie, you got the Utrom lady who is more or less a Krang in disguise, we think. I think that's why I said that lady was so ugly. I was like, some of these humans are making like, I feel bad because like,
they're so ugly they could be aliens.
No disrespect. It's not about ugliness. Like, I don't want to make anybody who might not be the prettiest feel bad.
But they're not people.
No, but it's not that they're not people, but it's just like, damn, bro, like, it's like, damn, some of these characters are throwing me off, like, because they just looked obtuse. They all looked like warped paintings, like cubism.
Bad Picasso.
Good Picasso. These are the ones he got paid hella money for. But it was cool. It was, in the end, it was interesting because she called up Shredder and said, I've got, because what was it? It was like, I'm not worried about, it's like, she said she didn't need help tracking the turtles because now they're all public.
They know they're at.
Yeah, so it's like, I know where they are. Now I just need someone to hunt them down. And then you cut to that final cutscene with Shredder. And then I think there was even another post cutscene where they did like some funny, like almost like filming on their phone type of stuff. Wasn't that?
Oh, no, that was before. It was, they were at school and they're like, hey, we've been following the thing.
Yeah.
And then it's the Shredder.
And then it was a Shredder. So I guess if we do get a second one, it'll be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder,
Karai,
maybe Karai,
Casey Jones.
I'm trying to think what they name it. It's Mutant Mayhem, The Rise of Shredder, maybe.
I think there's already a movie.
Is that one of the old ones? The one where Raphael's going crazy and he's like, and they spin the camera around it. And you remember that movie?
Wait, is it
that was like Ninja Turtles 2 or something, where he just couldn't hold back his anger.
Oh,
and
damn!
Damn!
They say bad words in Ninja Turtles 2. I believe that's what that was.
Yeah, man. But I mean, comparatively, what would you give this movie out of all the Ninja Turtles movies we've seen in the last few years? Because we had like the 2007 one where they look like lizards. We had the Michael Bay 1 and 2. And then I think this is the most recent one since Michael Bay, right? There wasn't something between
I didn't
this.
see the second. I didn't see the second.
You didn't see the second one? Second one was pretty good. They had Shredder in it, and they had Krang.
Shredder was in the first one, though.
Oh, maybe that was the first one then.
Where they're fighting on the rooftop and he bodies them and throws them out the building?
Yeah, but wait, there was the one where they're on top of like some sort of huge structure and Krang comes in. You didn't see the second one.
No.
Second one, it's like Krang comes in and he's like almost doing kind of like a Avengers 2012 type of end scene fight where it's like they're trying to, I think, send
into the sky.
A beam into the sky or a portal or some shit like that. And it was interesting. I don't know, but I don't like those ones.
Sheamus was in there.
Sheamus played the Rhino.
Rocksteady.
Which one's which? Do you ever mix them up?
Bebop's the glasses. Rocksteady is the one.
I always thought Bebop was the Rhino. Rocksteady was the pig. I know it's not. It's the other way, right?
Flip him.
Bebop. Wait, did I say that right?
Pig's Bebop. Glasses.
Pig is Bebop.
Rocksteady's
Rhino Rocksteady. So just remember, there's 2 R's there. SQ3 Arda.
Rocksteady.
All right. Well, yeah. What would you rank this Ninja? Well, not rank it out of out of all the Ninja Turtle movies that you probably know of, what would you put this as?
It might be my favorite.
You're killing me with this.
It might be my favorite.
It's your favorite?
Yeah, because like I don't remember the '90s ones all that much. I don't remember them.
I don't remember them at all.
As a child, I remember that, but like I couldn't tell you any of the plot points.
No, I don't know.
Other than Vanilla Ice, Ninja,
go Ninja,
rap.
go Ninja, go.
So like that was 2 though. But
is he a white supremacist now? I feel like all my favorite white artists from the
Kid
90s.
Rock is for
Kid
sure.
Rock, yeah. My name, and all he did was culture vulture from black people.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He was a rich white kid, and
Rich white kid from the suburbs met a few black people and was like, "I like your sound.
and I want to be a country.
I like your cut, G."
And then he met Joe C. R.I.P.
Who's Josie?
His little friend.
Oh yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Anyways, Turtles. It's probably my 3rd favorite movie of the summer.
3rd favorite. Okay, but out of the Ninja Turtle movies that we've seen, or all the, let's just combine them with all the Ninja Turtle IP. Oh no, because then we'll pick the ones from the one that we grew up.
I'm going video games all the time.
No, not all that. I meant like theatrical and TV.
Okay.
We have the 1980s cartoon that we grew up on, which came out in the late 80s, but it was into the 90s, right? I think. And then we have Ninja Turtles TMNT that came in the early 2000s. And then we have Ninja Turtles 2012. And now we have the newest Ninja Turtles that was animated cool. It's got like kind of like anime. But then, if I'm thinking movies, let's get rid of all the ones from the early 80s and 90s that where they're in the big body suits and all that stuff because we don't remember them. But the movie that I remember, I think more recently, is when we were going to college or maybe end of high school, which is 2007 Lizard Turtles. They look like lizards in my opinion.
Yeah, well, they were in like the forests and like rainforests and stuff.
They were very wet. I just remember.
Yeah.
I remember there was a lot of like
Water.
water mechanics in that movie. But then there's Michael Bay 1, Michael Bay 2, and then this movie.
I guess it's this Mutant Mayhem 2007 Michael Bay.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Mutant Mayhem I think is probably the best out of all those film franchises. And then TV show wise, I mean, I'm always gonna go with the 1980s Ninja Turtles because that's just what I came up on.
Pizza time.
Even like the animated intro is so good because it's similar to like Thundercats and Silverhawks and all those other cartoons that we came up on. Transformers, I don't know.
Any show that had to do with trying to sell a toy line.
Oh, ready to go.
Greatest
He-Man.
Power Rangers.
They was ret to go. But yeah, movie wise, I think this is probably one of my favorites too. From the movie standpoint, I wonder if they can double up and make it better.
I hope it gets a sequel.
I think it will.
That's the one thing. I'm like, the other ones, I'm like, okay, if they get a sequel, cool. This one, I'm like, I really want to see what they do next with Shredder.
It's the best rendition they've done with the movie, so I think it deserves a sequel, and it hopefully will. I heard it did well.
Yeah,
but
they got to record those kids soon.
I mean, yeah, you got to record that. I mean, that one kid's voice is going to crack in literally the next 6 to 8 months. They're not going to get a sequel before that kid's voice goes through puberty. But the rest of them, if they get a movie and they start producing it between now and the next year or two, I think they'll be okay. It's just the fact that like they could be a little older, 17. That's okay.
A year or two goes by.
They can eventually just become adult-ass people because that's what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has always been.
College Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I mean, you don't even have to call them college because think about all the movies that we've gotten in our lives. Like we've gotten Spider-Man 1 through 3 with Tobey Maguire, who was 40 while he was making those. So, I mean, I don't know. And it's an animated movie. They'll figure it out. I don't think it's that. You good?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but your hand was hurting, your arm. Maybe do it. I don't know. Do what you want. I think that's where we should wrap though. Oh, out of 10, what would you give this movie?
Out of 10, this is a solid 8 for me. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, solid movie. I think for myself, I'll give it an 8.5. 8.5.
Ooh.
I was gonna say 7, just because I genuinely am disturbed by how ugly all the humans were.
Yeah.
but I think that was a cool aesthetic. I think they did a good job making something that I'm not used to seeing in animated movies, because most animated movies usually try to look perfect. Pixar, DreamWorks, all of them, you try to make it look, the animation, the whole purpose is like, here's what we can do with animation. And they went the exact opposite way, and they were like, yeah, look how ugly these people are.
Ugly, but still look cool.
Yeah, they were like, the animation's sick, it's fire, but these people, bro, they gonna be ugly as shit. And I was like, what is happening? So yeah, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10, or maybe I'll lean in with you and just make it an 8. I think an 8 is fine.
This movie almost got me to buy the figures. Almost bought them.
Did they come out with toys?
There's toys for it.
Oh yeah, Nickelodeon is a toy manufacturer.
I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'd buy them. And the figures didn't look that good, but like it looked cool.
You know what?
What?
Were you about?
No, it's like I have files for.
You talking
maybe
about
piracy?
Are we talking about 3D printing?
Yes, I have files for the OG like turtle toys. I can make them at home. Allegedly. Oh no.
What are you talking about,
We're
boy?
not even talking about
piracy. We don't do piracy, baby.
It's not piracy if you pay for it.
It's me, Mario. You need to spend all your money before I call those ninjas, brother. I'm gonna call Nintendo. I'm gonna call Nickelodeon too, baby. Yahoo! Yahoo!
Well,
it's me.
wow.
Wow. All right, yeah, that was it. That's our episode. We're done recording. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the JD and Paulcast. We will have a new episode next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We probably skipped out on plenty of different movies that we wanted to review, but we didn't have time. So maybe I didn't see Barbie or Oppenheimer, but maybe we do the Super Mario movie. Yahoo!
Ow.
Or maybe we do Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Speaking of this,
sit up, Paul. Why you sit so low, bro?
RVD's back and he's wrestling again.
RVD?
Yeah, the
I
GOAT.
don't give a damn about no RVD.
Oh.
That boy be piping, bro.
Oh yeah, that's why we talked about it before. But like, he's back. He had a match last week. Anyways, thank you for watching this episode of JD.
What the hell is he talking about?
No, I'm just kidding. Wrestling. Yeah, we had a good time. This was a fun episode. I think it was good. Somebody do me a favor and timestamp all the funniest moments so then I can make clips. That would help.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We will see you next week. Bop-a-da-bop. Ba-doop-bop. Bow.